There is a huge meta coming into Dead by Daylight, and it's looking pretty crazy. Kings and Queens, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, The King, and the new meta in Dead by Daylight is coming sooner than we think. 39 perks have been changed, and we know exactly what these changes are going to be as well, thanks to the developer update that Dead by Daylight tweeted out. Now, we covered everything and broke everything down for you guys, but I wanted to give a little bit of input on what I think the new meta is going to be, and I think it's going to be pretty damn crazy. Let's jump on into the killer side. Overcharge. This perk used to be quite simple. After damaging a generator, the survivor that interacts with it will be faced with a really difficult skill check. Failing the skill check will result in additional progress loss of several %, and succeeding the skill check will grant no bonus. Pretty standard. Now, along with its current effects, Overcharge will cause a kick generator's regression to slowly grow from 100% to 400% over the course of 30 seconds. So survivors are really going to want to stop that generator from progressing. Now on paper, that is one of the best perks that has been buffed up, and we know that some of the other perks like Pop and Ruin have been nerfed, so killers are going to be looking for an alternative gen regression perk to use. Now, even though generators have been increased to 90 seconds instead of 80 seconds, killers are still going to be applying pressure with gen regression perks. Now, on paper, Overcharge sounds pretty deadly, and if you combine it with some other things, it's going to be absolutely nuts. Call of Brine. Now, this wasn't a perk that was updated or anything like that, but if you know what Call of Brine does, you can see where I'm going here. So a generator regresses at 200% of the normal regression speed, and its aura is revealed to you once you kick it. Now, it is confirmed that Call of Brine and Overcharge will be stacking, so that means over 30 seconds, you will have 600% generator regression speed with Call of Brine and Overcharge. If you want context for that, right now in the game, Hex Ruin only regresses the generators at 200% of the normal progression rate. So imagine 600% or 3 times the effect of Ruin with Overcharge and Call of Brine. And it doesn't even stop there. You can still run something like Pop Goes the Weasel, and it would still be very, very deadly. Pop Goes the Weasel is still a really strong perk. Before, you instantly lose 25% of the total progress. Now, the perk will only remove 20% of the current, not total progress, but you still get that extra 2.5% for kicking a generator since that has been buffed. That is still a hefty amount. So, you're going to be going on a kicking rampage for these generators. You use Pop Goes the Weasel, Call of Brine, and Overcharge, wait about 30 seconds, and there's going to be no progress left on that gen. And what I think is going to work its way out of the woodworks is Dragon's Grip. After all, you're going to be kicking these generators, so why not give the survivors that decide to go and quickly touch the generator to stop it from regressing the exposed status effect? This makes it so that anyone trying to stop the generator with 600% regression will instantly become exposed, giving you more power over the survivors. It's gonna be a crazy meta. I'm so convinced that this is what we're going to be seeing coming into the game, and this is what the new meta is going to shape up to be. But let's not forget about the survivor side. What's the new meta for the survivor side? Well, obviously, we know that Dead Hard is dead. It's not going to be as good as it used to be. So you're going to see a lot of people running Sprint Burst yet again, and that's fine. I always thought Sprint Burst was a better perk than Dead Hard, although Dead Hard did give you some nice distance. Sprint Burst overall, in my opinion, was a better option. You're going to see everybody using Sprint Burst now. There's no reason not to use it because Dead Hard is gone, and it's going to probably be even more used than Dead Hard. You're also going to see a lot of people 99%ing their Sprint Burst, that's something that I do personally, and still use it as a Dead Hard. So they basically run around all the time, keep the exhaustion at 99, and as soon as they're about to take a hit, you can easily avoid it by just walking for 1 second and then using your Sprint Burst and getting a bigger movement speed than Dead Hard would even give you. Off the Record is another perk that you're probably going to see a lot. A lot of people are already saying this is completely broken, and if you don't know what the new Off the Record does, it gives you the endurance status effect after being unhooked for up to 80 seconds, and this only will stop with conspicuous actions. So this is super lengthy, but the dev said that if anything happens in the game and you work on a gen or heal yourself, it will stop. But just imagine at the end of the game, if you're the killer, someone gets the unhook. Obviously, we have borrowed time to stop it, but let's say you still decide to go for that person because Decisive Strike no longer works in the end game. You wait out the timer and you manage to get them. they will have the endurance status effect. So pretty much a lot of people can just go running around trying to get the killer's attention for the next 80 seconds, trying to get flashlight saves or mess with the killer, and as soon as they take the hit from them, it's like a free extra health state. I definitely see Off the Record being in a lot of people's builds. Lightweight. Lightweight is another perk that I think a lot of people are going to start running. Now, this one's going to have to be combined with a lot more builds. Back in the days, Lightweight used to actually be a really good perk. And now with the new Iron Will change, where the reduction of sound is to 75% and not 100, we could see something like Lightweight taking that spot because it allows your scratch marks to fade 5 seconds sooner. This is going to be huge. If you're trying to get away from the killer, you can run this and you'll easily lose the killer if they don't have any ways of tracking you, if they're breaking a pallet, anything along the line of that. If you trail your scratch marks as well, they're going to have a difficult time. So I definitely see Lightweight being a lot of people's build. And what about the last perk? I think that one is going to go to something that a lot of people may have overlooked, but soon will notice that it's a strong perk, Deja Vu. Deja Vu is going to help the survivors power up the 3 closest generators. It will grant a 5% repair bonus speed to the revealed generators. So everyone's going to see what generators to work on. And if multiple people are running this and it does stack, you can get yourself up to 20% extra progress on the generators if everybody's working on it. So that means everyone run Deja Vu, hop on the gen, and of course you can run something like Prove Thyself to help as well, and everybody will hop on the gens and start going at it. I think that's one of the most underrated perks, and a lot of people are going to use it for that 5%. And just imagine, you can run other things like Overzealous, etc. to help you with that. If you find something like a Hex Totem with the most recent buff, you'll get 16% on top of the 5% that you're going to get with Deja Vu for a 21% bonus speed of working on a generator. I think these perks are going to be something that a lot of people are going to pay close attention to. So that is what I think the new meta is going to be in Dead by Daylight. I think we're going to see a lot of people run these perks, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how this is going to shape up. You can actually test all of these changes out yourself on Tuesday when the PTB comes out, and we're sure to see some crazy builds and some new metas forming. That's gonna do it for me. I just wanted to voice my opinion on all of this. I hope you guys did enjoy a little bit of a different type of video, but I still wanted to get it out there. As always, I'm the King. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Comment what you think about my opinion, and subscribe if you are brand new. Over 70% of you guys are not subbed to the channel, and we're trying to get to 150,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Shout out to our Twitch as well and our second channel. That's going to do it for me. As always, I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.